across the southern U.S. And through the rest of this month, it's going to expand and currently building up. The worst heat wave of the year is currently building up across the southern U.S. And through the rest of this month, it's going to expand into an oppressive heat dome and cause all kinds of problems. Droughts, severe weather, and even an increased threat for a landfalling major hurricane are all on the table. And it all starts with this area of high pressure. This thing is forecast to grow exponentially, breaking records and becoming as strong as a high pressure can possibly get in this climate. Most of the extremely hot air will be aloft, meaning that it's going to be floating around 20,000 feet above your head, but some of it will make it to the ground, causing an all-out heat wave in the nation's midsection. Just check out this temperature anomaly animation. Starting this weekend, a huge area of 20 to 30 degree above average temperatures will latch on to the central U.S. This monster heat wave is just going to sit there and twirl around underneath the ridge. You see, the jet stream is going to be arced across the country like this, with no big-time movements or waves going through it, and this is going to allow for the heat dome to build up underneath over time. As a result, a lot of people from Texas to Iowa and even farther east into the Ohio Valley and southeastern regions of the U.S. will likely see the hottest temperatures of the year next week. We're talking 90 to 110 degrees for everyone in the dark reds, browns, and purples here. And the longer this ridge stays in place, the more intense the heat will get. And it does look like this is going to be an extended heat wave. This could last for 5 to 7 days in certain regions. And then there's potentially another round coming after that, which will take us all the way through the end of August. But the dangerous heat is actually just one of the bad things that's coming out of this system. An even bigger impact here will be the intensification of this ongoing drought in the plains. I expect this drought monitor to look a lot worse in a few weeks. All the storm systems that would normally be giving us precipitation will be following the jet stream and sort of dodging the heat dome, leaving us all high and dry. And that brings us to another interesting feature of this massive high pressure ridge. What's going to be going on outside of the heat dome? Well, in the northeastern U.S., we're going to find ourselves outside of the upper right quadrant of our heat dome. This is going to put us in the perfect position to experience recurring systems diving in from the northwest out of Canada. These shots of colder air racing towards warmer air will probably bring forth some of the strongest storms you've seen this year if you live in the northeast, especially in upstate New York and New England. In fact, we're probably going to start to get our first taste of this early next week up here, as a fast-moving system is expected to move in Tuesday into Wednesday, bringing strong winds and heavy rain. Farther west, the heat dome will be attracting Pacific moisture into the western states. This is actually really good news in terms of getting a potential break during our wildfire season, but this could be really bad for flash flooding and mudslides because there's going to be a lot of Pacific moisture moving in, especially since a lot of this moisture is coming in the form of leftovers from Hurricane Hillary. All of that energy down here is expected to get sucked in towards our ridge and then slam into California in the form of really heavy rain. And there's actually a whole lot to talk about right now in the tropics as it relates to our heat dome here in the U.S. Basically, things are about to get very...
My son is Braxton, and he was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Interesting very fast, and I am going to explain why. But first, all of this talk about heat has gotten me parched, so let's talk about today's sponsor.
Hey, Shalom. This is going to be GMS weather report once again, and the Lord, is bringing, as you can see through the video. I just edited in, a lot of a major heat wave is coming. A major heat wave, probably the hottest time or the hottest heat wave of 2023 in the next coming days, under a week. All right. So anyway, without further ado, before I speak on more, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruach Kodesh, the water Yahweh for giving us Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh Shai in them. Double honors to the CT bishops, elders of GMS, our big brothers. Greetings, Salakia. Greetings and salutations to the brothers in this country and all over the world who are prophesying the true name of Yahweh Shai, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who are descendants from those people on their father's side. Shalom to those who are scattered abroad. I'm your Iquab, Lord willing, serving the King of the universe, King Yahushai, from the power of Yahweh. All right. Once again, this is a GMS weather report, and basically a major heat wave of the year is coming. and it's been hot already. All right. You know, we're in the month of August. Today's August, on a Friday, the 18th, I believe. And, you know, I think July already had 18 recorded days back to back of hot weather again. And we're coming into the hottest part, like the video just said, projections showing a major heat wave is coming. Not only heat waves, I posted the video in the description, just for, how should I say, on the record, fair use, that I used that video. I forgot the guy's name. He's something called something y'all or something y'all, what he's called. But you know, I watch him time to time, and that's where I get some of my weather updates from his channel. Pretty clear and pretty informative, you know. But anyway, also that will be posted in the description. But also major hurricanes is coming, you know, to the States, America. A major heat wave in Central and South America, Babylon. Storms and hurricane-like winds are going to be happening around our tri-state area. All right, floodings in the west. All right, basically, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai is jacking this place Babylon up. All right, now I got a few scriptures to share with that. All right, that at the end of the day, we know that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the power, the creator of the universe, through his son, our king Yahushai, the king of the nation of Israel and the king of all kings, all right, is bringing these are behind these natural disasters, man. All right, and part of what I want to bring out through the scriptures, you know, these heat waves, these hurricanes, these tornadoes, these floodings, hails, whatever have you, man. This is all being done for the power of the Lord, but also by way for judgment. All right, because not only the Most High has cursed the minds of the people in Babylon, has major death has risen, violence has risen, disease have risen, food shortages are on the rise, inflation is on the rise. The Lord is jacking you up by natural disasters, man. Okay, so all across the board, all angles of Babylon's getting effed up, man. All right, because this place is wicked. And overall, what is it really called according to the Spirit of the Lord? It's judgment. All right, judgment. All right. So I got a few scriptures I wrote down. All right, don't want to make it too long. All right, let's start with the first one. And guess what? The Lord's going to protect all the elect. All right, all the ones who have the faith in Yahweh Shemashai in these regions. Okay, so we're going to be all right. All right, this is for the wicked. Expect a lot of deaths happening the next 7 days. Okay, again, today's the 18th. You know, the storm should be ramping up, you know, around the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, all next week. And technically, it's already getting windy around here where I'm at anyway. All right, this is Psalms. Psalms 11 and 6, my first one. I got 5 scriptures I want to share. Lord willing, through the Spirit. Psalms 11 and 6. All right, let's read the whole thing because there's only 7 verses. All right, this is Psalms 11:1. It says, "In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? For lo, the wicked bend their bow, and they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart." It says, and the upright is really the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, by no other means necessary, by the faith in our King Yahushua. All right, this is how we're upright. All right, and the only ones who have the upright, who have that upright spirit, is again the elect. All right, because we believe in Yahushua, the Son of the Power. Right, and they're aiming, all the wicked are aiming their wickedness towards the upright, the righteous men. All right, everything they do is to get out, is to get to destroy anything that's righteous. start with Yahweh Shai and his believers. Right? If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, all right, in the spiritual realm, all right, the Most High and the Son in the third dimension, excuse me, the fourth dimension, as we like to say, all right, in the spiritual realm, all right. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold the eyelids. Try the children of men. That's right. It says, so the Lord's looking down on this earth, man. All right, in this third dimension, the world that he created. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, in horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. His countenance doth behold the upright. Again it says, the Lord trieth the righteous. That's right. How does he try us? Well, when you want a car, what's the first thing you do when you get a car? You test drive it, right? You try it out, right? Or if you want to put on a pair of pants or something, what do? You try it on a pair of pants. You got to put it on, right? Right? And when you test a car, you test drive it, man. You drive it between the cones. You making them sharp turns. You speeding up. You slowing down. You stopping and braking, right? So that takes, some intensity to do that, right? Anyway, the Lord trieth the righteous. So he's going to intensify and test us out. He's going to test our faith. He's going to put us through hard times, put us through the fire, put us through things that we never thought we would go through, right? He's going to test drive our spirit, man. He's going to make those hard turns in our life, all right? So he's going to try the righteous. It says, but the wicked, but to better us. But he said, but the wicked and him that loveth violence is his soul hateth. All right, but the wicked though, see, your tests basically are your hard trials, and those hard turns in life, the wicked is the Most High is gonna do. The wicked is done. It is this. It says, upon the wicked he shall rain snares. All right, and who's the ultimate wicked? Well, two of them. There's the wicked themselves, the nation of Edom. Lord's gonna rain snares upon you, which is really the nuclear missiles. All right, intercontinental ballistic missiles. I like to say the full way. It makes me, it makes it more real. All right, continent to continent. All right, that's going to be them brimstone raining upon the wicked, right? Babylon the Great. That's the location in all parts of the other worlds too. So, but also, it's upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, brimstone. All right, and horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. That's right, and that's the point, right? That fire, wildfires. Hey, look what's going over there in Hawaii, man. Okay, people getting burned up. Hey, shalom to the beloved brother out there. All right, our brother, Amwan Gabar. I was checking out his video yesterday, going into wildfires in Hawaii, and he said in his video, there's videos in TikTok, which I don't have, Instagram I don't have, but uncut video of people getting burned up while they're in their cars, while they're running, and just horrific videos of people getting effed up out there, man. That's Yahweh Shai, man. Right? So why? Because they were wicked. They were wicked. That's why. Okay? The Lord, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, traps, right? Fire and brimstone, storms, and in a horrible tempest. Horrible tempest means hurricanes, okay? Tornadoes, all right? Which, as you see through the video, is coming to Babylon on another higher level, all right? Throughout the South Americas, whatever have you, right? Heat waves, people dying. So why? Because this place is wicked. This shall be the portion of this is the portion of your cup. All right, this is the portion of your cup. So this is happening because the Most High is getting at the wicked, man. Next one, Psalms 83 and 5. Psalms 83 verse 5. Let's start from verse 1. It says, keep not thy silence, O Most High, hold thy peace. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You know what? I didn't mean to start there, but that's going into conspiracy. Fact, how all the nations have ill will intentions, right? Bad intentions for the holy people of the Lord, starting with the elect and the truth, the Holy Spirit, right? And all these nations have a part to do with that, man, putting us down. But that wasn't what I wanted to get at. This is Psalms 83, verse 15. It says, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. All right. So again, so persecute them with thy tempest, right? Tempests are hurricanes, tornadoes, hailstorms, tsunamis, and make them afraid with thy storm. Okay, look, when you see a hurricane category 5, you're not happy about that, man. You're not excited. You're shaking in your boots, man. All right, you're scared as hell. Tornadoes, it's a scary sight. Hurricanes, it's a scary sight. Tsunamis are a scary sight. All right. So heat waves, that you ain't gonna look forward to the next coming days, especially in regions. All right, so a lot of people are gonna die, man, especially next coming days. And guess what? The Lord's making you afraid with his tempest. Next one's Isaiah 28:2. Isaiah 28:2. Let's start from 1. It says, woe to the crown of thy pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim. Let's get to the point. Isaiah 28:2. It says, behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Right? Which is really, I guess you read this chapter, he's talking about Ephraim and the wickedness of Israel, because the Lord used storms to destroy his people as well. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention before, another part of the wicked is the 2/3 of Israel, man. Those gonna get at you niggas, man. You spicks, Uncle Tomahawks. The ones that turn your back and live in pride in Babylon the Great. Live in pride in the wicked society, right? That has really been set up to be against you. But yet, as pathetic as you are, a homeborn slave, which we are not, what's that phrase called? I forget what the phrase is called. It's that slave mentality that anyway, just loving your master. I forget what the phrase is called, but loving in society, you're loving your master. The Lord's gonna jack you up, man. That's what these storms are here for too. A lot of Jake's gonna be dying in these storms because why? You're the wicked. All right. It's the tip of my tongue, but anyway. Isaiah 29:6, the next one. It reads, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, which is Yahushai, the general commander in chief of all the armies, including his men and the chariots and the angels, right? The Lord of hosts, the Lord of Sabaoth, with thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, which is earthquakes is a part of the latter day prophecies, and with great noise, right? Thunder is loud, right? Earthquakes are loud, right? These aren't like silent things, man. Tornadoes and all that. This is loud thing and stuff. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire. All right. So yes, the Lord's visiting Babylon the Great, man. Okay, with these hurricanes, with these forest fires, all right, with heat waves, with floodings, with tsunamis, with mudslides, all right, with droughts. It really goes into droughts, you know, with famine, okay? Last one, I believe it's Isaiah 30:30. It says, and the Lord shall cause the glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm, with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. All right. There was another one I wrote down. I can't remember. It's a common one. The Lord of hosts will visit you with tempest. I forget what that is. That's in Isaiah. But the Lord's gonna visit you with storms, man. We get the point. And get one last one. There's out the Apocrypha. Let me see where it is. I think it's a rock. I gotta find it real quick. Salakia. Okay, yeah, this is Sirach at the Apocrypha, chapter 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on the sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Appease means to make friendly, satisfy. All right, and here's a list. It says, this is the vengeance of the Lord, by the way, to make things right, right? Like the Avengers, right? And avenge, you make things right. Fire. All right, fire is the Lord's vengeance. That's how he corrects your ass, all right? And everybody's gonna be corrected, especially the nation of Israel, with that nuclear fire, all right? That's the vengeance of the Lord. And also forest fires, all right? Heat waves. It says, and hail, okay? That's the vengeance of the Lord that make your ass right. Famine. We in a famine right now. You got inflation rising. You go to a store. I went to the store. I spent all my money, goddamn money, getting a few items of food, man. You know why? Because there's a famine coming. So famine is a vengeance of the Lord. And death, all right? Death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, right? Animals coming into your neighborhoods, taking you out. Scorpions, getting stuck by a scorpion or a venomous snake, right? And the sword. People have guns, swords themselves, blowing each other's heads off. That's the part of the Lord's vengeance. Punishing the wicked to destruction. That's right, because these are all parts of the destroying the wicked. So people getting shot, eaten by animals, sharks, whatever have you. All this is for the wicked. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time has come, they shall not transgress his words. So all these are really spirits. Again, your head blown off, going through certain, getting poisoned by animals or eaten by animals, or going through some storm, hail, famine, and death. These are all orders and spirits to destroy the wicked. And that was it. So I just want to do a quick video on that, and that, major heat storm is coming, and it's all really from Yahweh Bashim Hashai, judgment upon Babylon. So with that, I pray you edified, and with that, I will say Shalom. Kal Halal Yahweh Bashim Hashai Bashim Korkadash. Tawada Yahweh Vigamus Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. And again, this has been GMS Weather Report. Shalom.